Hey guys, Denis VE. I am live for the third time today. As you can see, it is quite late. It's around midnight right now, but I'm still awake because I have some calls to attend because I work by the American hour. If you don't know, I'm Denis VE. I'm a hypnotist and a business coach. I actually am on a mission to help online coaches and even physical coaches to go to the next level or even start by making a living on a daily basis. So, this live is very special and dear to my heart. It's something I want you guys to experience as well. It is something truly magical, and I want to express how magical this life can be for you guys. So, if you are, feel free to comment in the chat where you're from. Like, are you from the US? Because in the US would be like I don't know, like 6 p.m. or something, depending on where you are. Just make sure to say hi and leave a message in the chat. And if you're shy, that's fine. Whew. Wow, it's the first time I go live on Facebook on YouTube for a long time, so I'm kind of getting used to do the Facebook thing. I went live twice already, but it's not the point. As you can see, you have my number in the title of this video right now. I don't know how long I put the number of my WhatsApp number in the title of this video. It's for a really good reason. I only have 24 hours a day, and I want you guys to reach out to me with any questions in regards with your business that you have. If you're an online coach or somebody that helps people change their lives, feel free to contact me during whatever you're facing in your life, and I'll do my very best for you guys to transform your lives in a very strong way. Anyway, that's enough about me. I've also put a little link in the description that gives you access to the best hypnosis recording you'll ever experience in your life. Something that is dear to my heart. Well, first of all, because I'm the one who recorded it, but not only because of that. Also, because it's an 8 hour long sleep hypnosis recording, meaning that you can listen to it while you sleep for a full sleep cycle of 8 hours, or even all throughout the day. Sorry, I had some coffee. I'm burping here. So, listen to this recording all throughout the day while doing other stuff because it's an unconscious recording, meaning that it all sinks in with your brain while your brain is active or even at rest. Just one thing, don't listen to this recording while driving or operating any heavy machinery. It's really important because I don't want you to go to fall asleep while listening to this recording and driving, for instance. Makes sense. So, as you can see, I'm here in front of you facing my demons, if that makes sense. And I don't know how spiritual or even religious you are, what confession or religion you are from, but make sure that you are studying the book. I'm currently reading the Bible, and it's a very strong approach for me to be reading the Bible. Anyway, I'm here to ask all the questions that you have, if I can answer them, of course, so that you can transform your business in no time. And when I mean in no time is literally tonight, if you can. I want to transform your life as well tonight. Transformation can be subtle or more intense, something that you can experience by every moment that goes by through this recording. Because being a hypnotist, I am prone to suggesting things. So, although I'm just talking to you and you're probably listening to what I'm saying, what I can really tell you is that consciously you've been listening to me. And unconsciously, there's already a lot of work that's been going on through your through your head, your mind, aligning your body, your spirit, your soul, and everything that goes alongside those lines. So make sure to take notes of my number and feel free to call me anytime. If I don't answer, you can leave me a message or call me later. I strongly encourage you to give me a call and to see if I can help you out. It is something that is dear to my heart to help every serious coach in their journey. Again, if you're a beginner that is stuck somewhere, I've been there. And if you're more advanced, I can give you all my best for you to succeed to the next level. So, what is hypnosis? Well, that's a very vague question. What can it not be? If you don't answer, it's because there's no answer. Hypnosis is a state of mind, a profound, strong state of mind. It is something so deep, so rooted in and of yourself. It is even part of you who you are, your brain. And well, first, hypnosis is fun. So you can talk and listen to your voice all at the same time. I'm trying to do my very best to sustain the rhythm and the pace of today's conversation. So, again, this is my first live in a while on YouTube. So, I hope you guys can enjoy the process very much. Just do what's required out of you. What are your goals? What do you suggest to yourself? What is putting pressure to you? And reflect upon that for a moment. Really reflect upon that. Is it something that important? Something that's useful? Something that's strong? Something that is triggering you? All those questions will be answered by yourself later on in tonight's hypnosis session. Of course, if you don't want to be experiencing the wonderful world of hypnosis, I want you to imagine what it's like to be living the life you're living in the way you're living it, and imagine how different it can be if you give it just a little try. Just let yourself flow. And of course, feel free to leave the video at any point if you just feel like this is nothing for you. It's completely fine. Just be there. All with your presence. Maybe you're talking to yourself. Maybe you're wandering around. Maybe you're just being somewhere in between the lines of the conscious and the unconscious activities of your brain, your mind, and your spirit. So just make sure that it is comfortable for you to be listening to me, sitting down, perhaps even laying down, or even standing, walking, perhaps even running unconsciously. Because the more you focus your attention on what's really important, the more it's easy for you to get there in no time and effort or sacrifice. Because if you don't sacrifice, you don't usually get what's not required out of you. This is why everything's all right for you to be experiencing in this particular way. You are in the right mind state, the right attitude, and the right way of doing things, as for right now. At least I hope so. If not, let yourself be guided a little further in this hypnotic journey. You can see I can talk literally for hours doing this. This is something I've been practicing for the last 11 years of my life. So try me, give it a go. What are your frustrations? What can you change in your life? Why is it not working? What makes it so different from the other coaches that you experienced? What does it trigger in and of your unconscious mind? Because now that you're listening very profoundly to the sound of my voice, you can even find yourself naturally closing your eyes or just laying the foundation down for something more profound, something deeply rooted in and of itself, something incredible, something beautiful. What if your life you always aspired to be having was just at the fingertips of your fingers? That you could just literally, I mean, really literally, do the very best effortlessly. Like you just knew it was good for you to do this in the most possible efficient way. And if you don't know what efficiency means, it is using the less possible energy for the most efficient outcome. That is efficiency, at least in my definition. You may have another one, or you may share the one I just shared with you. So if you focus on your body for a slow moment and notice how are you feeling, what you're doing, and even wonder why all the sensations around you and in yourself are happening. Focus your attention deeply to who you truly are. And pretty much like a tree, find the root cause of your being natural like this. Make sure it is amazing for you to be exploring all the root causes of your being like this. Make sure it all makes sense for you to be doing this like this. And you may notice a sense of relaxation that is happening, occurring, and even perhaps tickling you, triggering your nerves, making sure it is your body getting wide awake for the next few moments, like there's a short circuit or an electric current rewiring every ounce of your being, which may sound frightening or sensational, but at least you know you're on the right track at the right time, pretty much as now, because you are confident and safe in the place that you are right now. And you may notice the presence, invisible, the silence in between the words that you hear. Everything's happening so fast and yet slow at the same time. You may wonder, why am I so like this? What's happening? This is a very slow way and pace of doing things. So if you project yourself, your intentions, into the near future or a further ahead future of you, what's the difference? What makes this unique? What makes this powerful? What makes you enjoy the moment? What makes you who you are in comparison to who you want to be? Because it's ever so different yet pretty much the same concept at the same time. You're still yourself. You are still this amazing human being that is just doing this for the right reason. At least I hope so. Because if you don't, well, things happen always like the laws of nature. And again, I know this is strong on the mindset side, but imagine about all the strategic things that you can accomplish in regards to your business, especially your business. The reason why you're doing this, the reason why you want to do more or less of the same things. What is guiding your heart? Like, is it physical? Is it mental? Is it perhaps something else? What shapes your future? What used to shape your past? Which mistakes did you make? What happened in those particular moments that you wish you did in a different way, a different manner, a different fashion? And what if you could learn from those mistakes in a very strong and profound way? The most natural, authentic part of your being still lays within yourself, deep within, and therefore you can always access to it. It's called your intuition, if you would. It's your inner voice that can be gentle, that can also be discreet, that can be shouting unconsciously, triggering your nerves, triggering something special in yourself, something complete and whole, unique. But who is this beside yourself in all those particular cases? What makes you you instead of somebody else? Because everyone's unique. And when you think of all those unique people that you can help, all those unique people that have been facing the same struggles as you've been facing yourself, I want you to focus your attention on how you want to get to them in a very friendly and authentic way. Because those people, whoever they are, can sense how great you are as a person as well. Once you align, you don't really have to do much different or the same. Sometimes different yet the same as you already are right now. Therefore, it is okay to be experiencing doubt sometimes and certainty other times. It is just a matter of trusting your intuition and also being the right person at the right time. If you believe in that, there may be happening miracles from time to time. Strong miracles. Miracles that may be unplanned even. All those kind of things are just part of the universe. Without going too much into detail, you know how easy it is for you to be trusting yourself, to repair the link of yourself, connect yourself to yourself, and feel what it's like to be alive on Earth this time, in this time zone, in this particular moment. Because as deep as this conversation's been already, I'm sure you're still puzzled somewhere. And the beauty of a jigsaw puzzle is that you can reassemble it, put the pieces right next to each other, and reassemble them piece by piece so that they all make an amazing picture, a beautiful picture, something you never seen before, yet it is familiar. What's the difference between that picture and the one you saw on the box? Is this a dream? Is this something new? Is this something different? Or is it just common sense? Who knows? And the beauty of this picture is it can suddenly turn into the movie of your life, starting from the very beginning of your life, all throughout the very last breath of your life, going from the past to the present and the future, perhaps even beneath the future, and seeing the difference, the impact, taking notes of everything that happened in this particular case. Because now that you're listening very patiently and carefully, that you're noticing every nuance of your life, that you imagine what it's like to be in the future, how you healed your wounds, how you made everything so unique, all the achievements you made, everything that's been so great, everything you're thankful for, everything you accomplished, your accomplishments, all those things put together are showing a great message of hope for yourself, for your clients, and also for the people that don't even know who you are. Yet it's like they recognize you once they see you in a normal context. It's like a deja vu. It's something they don't quite know why, but they feel connected to you. This is why you shine so bright, full of passion, full of joy, full of energy and passion for your strength, your calling, what you have done in this life, what else you can do in this life, and also the reason for being like that. So I want you to imagine the ideal situation in regards of your business life. Just for a moment, imagine, truly imagine, go into the depths of your imagination and go stronger, rewiring your brain, literally like putting cables all around the place and connecting the dots in the most efficient possible way. It's like you are the engineer or the architect of your brain, and that you noticed every lack of connection. So now You can even feel something happening in your head right now, like the wires are being put together, and you have finally access to some of the hidden areas of your brain in a very strong, intuitive manner, which is kind of new, interesting, yet it feels so good to be doing this as long as possible. Because once you flicker the switch, then you notice it's like you have a light bulb that is coming out of your brain, showing you some ideas, perhaps just one, perhaps many others. And each time you have this image of a light bulb, whenever it occurs, you know you have to act upon it. It's like gathering a cloud before it fades. So it's a matter of perhaps seconds. When the moment is right, you know you can do this at the right time. And remember to breathe deeply from the top of your lungs to the tip of your toes. And do this all the way throughout this amazing experience. And you can imagine and notice every shining object that you've encountered in the past, saying no to all those shiny objects. Because you know it's not your path. You had something better in mind for yourself, for others, and you have this intuition that's always been there for you, that knows exactly how to tackle things, how to handle what's right. Like you do express yourself, you do interact, you even close your eyes, perhaps even reopen them. But one thing is for sure, you are very intentional about what you're doing in any situation that requires your attention. Your intention is never far from your attention. So it is all right for you to be focusing all your attention on your intention, perhaps even intentions. So take a moment for yourself. Make sure you are focusing all the way down, deeper and deeper to the right place of your body, wherever it is. Because the more you focus, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you want to focus your attention and even your retention in this particular moment of your life. I don't even know why. My guess is you're pretty relaxed right now. Is this really magical? Or is it just because it all makes sense somewhere to be relaxing like this, even in the future, each time you want to relax, perhaps even each time you want to rest, have a power nap or a small moment for yourself. You can do this just by thinking of it, exporting all the right thoughts, feelings, images, and also every sound that is useful for you to be having, and understanding what's truly important for you. This is like stretching a muscle in a very genuine way. But unlike stretching a muscle, it all feels right for you to be doing this. There's no pain or anything uncomfortable when it comes to stretching that kind of a muscle. It's actually quite the opposite. It's full of bliss, full of comfort, full of everything you're experiencing right now. And you can always amplify the feeling, amplify, increase if you feel so. And if it's a little too much, you can decrease it ever so slightly until it is at the optimal point of your life. You will know when it's right to be doing this. You will feel, perhaps you already do, what it's like to be optimal, fully functioning at the right pace, with the right mind state, the right attitude. Everything is clicking, connecting, and making sense out of you. Again, you can breathe. You can do whatever is natural and necessary for you to be doing. The more you listen to this audio recording or video, the better you feel, and you want to do some amazing stuff. Something that can make you proud of it. Something useful. Something that has to be done. However slight, small, or big the task is. Everything you've been focusing on, everything you want to achieve, the better it relates to who you truly are, especially right now. Because you don't have to wait that much before jumping into action. We all had stuff happen in our life. The only difference is what you do out of your life after those events occurred to you. So it is your intention and belief to be amplifying the best sensations, remembering the strength of what makes you a unique human being. All right. Feel free to get at your own pace and rhythm back to the present state of mind, the state of mind that you've always experienced in the conscious state. And remember to keep all the necessary memories every insight, the aha moments, the epiphanies that you had all throughout this experience with yourself. And remember what just happened. Store it somewhere into your memory. Make sure it's an unforgettable experience you just had. And you can even, like it's stored into your memory, replay it backwards, or even go from the beginning to the end of the experience and tweak it so that it becomes the ideal scenario of your life during this moment. I'm pretty sure you'll be wondering in the near future, if not yet, what just happened? Can this happen again? Of course, the answer is yes, because it's only your imagination, your intuition that's been at work. You still remain yourself. You're still a beautiful person. At least I hope so. And relate to this ideal version of yourself. Do everything that's in your power to get there sooner than you thought possible. Because it's only by pushing your boundaries that you can get there in no time, or even no time zone. Because here we go again, a new round of applause for this amazing accomplishment, something you experienced in and of itself. It's not even the words that I use, it is mostly the change that you experienced. That's important to you, perhaps to your family, your friends, your relatives, or the people that truly matter to you, even more than that. And remember to breathe. It is just a beautiful life to be having, experiencing, living, sharing, enjoying, feeling good, all those happy thoughts that you're having, that you used to have, that are still there, that can always shine bright, like your aura, if you can see or imagine its color, how it looks, how it shines, how it's even contagious. To go deeper and deeper. Because the more you do this, the better you feel. And you have no idea how great it is yet until you get there for the next time. All over from the very beginning until the next step of the process. You've been doing so amazing during this live experience. You just cannot stop wondering how the next experiences will and can feel like. And perhaps they're already in the past. Therefore, it's a memory, a recollection. And this way, you can even remember the future. It all depends on where you're at in the future. So you can picture yourself painting a beautiful landscape, whatever landscape you can imagine. Feel what it's like to be doing this. Putting it aside, getting back to it, and just imagining what it's like to be doing this with closed eyes, without putting any kind of pressure into yourself, but just letting your hands unconsciously do the work for you in this painting, this representation. All these things are a representation of what you've been doing. And you can put this painting somewhere in your mind as a reward, a reminder, something you can look at and even contemplate later on. It is your own way of seeing, remembering what's truly happening in your life. And you may get back to it from time to time to contemplate this piece of art, to make sure it's natural for you to express yourself in this particular way. And who knows, maybe someone will offer you a great something for that. Or perhaps you will keep it for yourself. It is all up to you. It is your personal secret, if you would. What does it feel like to be this proud of yourself in this particular instant? What does it make you understand? What kind of a person does that make you? So, in a moment, you'll get back to the room, feeling just like you had somewhat of a dream, waking up fully, if you ever feel like so. If you're about to go to sleep because it's late night, or if you have a little nap to take, you can ignore this suggestion. But if you have other things to do in life, as for today, take a moment to get back to the room, feeling just full of energy. Like you just went out of a sports session of your favorite sport, whatever that is. And enjoy the moment for the next few instances of your life. And I know you'll be wondering throughout the day, what it's like to be there, feeling amazing, feeling whole, genuine. And you keep just going all throughout the day, the night. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good one.